Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be trying out the Ocean Feel collection from Kiko Milano. So you can actually get this brand at Ulta now, but they have just a couple collections and everything from the Ocean Feel collection looks so beautiful. I am super pale right now because I am going in with blush, bronzer, highlight, and lips. So I try to do just like kind of something simpler on the eyes. I did like this hunter green smoky liner. I don't really like the way that it turned out, but we're gonna just make it work for today so that I can get into the video. So before we dive in, I just want to say thank you so much for clicking this video, and be sure to leave me a thumbs up if you enjoy it so that I know I can keep doing videos like this. Of course, if you are not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You can also hit the bell to turn on notifications so you know of my future uploads, and that's it. Let's get into it. All right, let's start with bronzer because I definitely need some color on this face. So this is the Ocean Feel bronzer. I want to show you the packaging. It is beautiful. I love like this ocean look. It looks like ocean water washing up onto the beach, and I go to the beach in a few days. I'm so excited to just spend some time in the sun and the ocean and all of that good stuff. So I got the shade 01 Warm Honey, and this packaging is so luxe looking. I was really surprised when I saw it. I was like, wow, I don't remember seeing their items look like this. I've never actually tried anything from their brand, but I have eyed it up a few times. I'm like, oh, maybe I need to get that, but I haven't yet. So let's go ahead and open her up. This is the shade 01 Warm Honey. So that is the color there. I felt like this would be just a better choice for me. It seemed to be the lighter option. So I'm going to go in. This is one of my favorite bronzer brushes, so I'm just going to go with it. It is the Real Techniques Brush Crush. This is the 306, and it's obviously a big kabuki brush. So I'm going to just swirl in. Oh dear. I did swirl, so take that with a grain of salt, but it got super dusty. So let's see what happens. Okay, that's not scary. I would say this is a more buildable bronzer because that does not apply like super heavy scary. And I kind of knew that today my foundation would be a little bit darker than my neck, so I'm definitely going to bronze up the neck. You can see one side versus the other there. So bronzer, no bronzer, definitely looks beautiful. So, okay, if you just kind of like tap in, you get the right amount. So I just went a little overzealous, I think. I don't think it's like a problem with the product. I mean, I'm tapping in with a little bit of force, and it's not crazy looking. It's kind of working. So it says on the back too, it's Maxi Baked Bronzer, Silky and Unifying. So I would say that that's really true. I'm going to try to get a little swatch for you. So that's on my finger. I just kind of like swirled around because it is more like a baked consistency. So it is light. This one is definitely warm, but very fair. They do have other colors though, so if you're interested in this, that is it for the bronzer. I think we kind of made that work. I look bronzed up, and my neck is more unified with my foundation. And really quick, though it's not part of the video, I'm just going to contour my face a little bit more since I've got it all bronzed. So I'm just taking this Kat Von D Shade and Light, just one that I've used over the years. I cannot use my Lunatic Cosmetics one anymore because I literally soaked it in coffee when I spilled it everywhere. So upset. And like the powders basically do nothing now. I kind of just like put my finger in to see if it would maybe swatch okay. No, it's literally like nothing's there anymore. So I'm so sad, and that palette's not cheap. I was hoping that maybe some of them were okay and I could just order refills for the ones that really got it. No, it's just bad. So I don't know, I'm gonna see maybe when that goes on a deal I can get it again because it was literally my go-to. I'm actually taking the medium shade, and I'm just gonna focus right in my hairline because obviously I'm very fair on my scalp. And last, just contouring my nose a bit. Alright, before we do the rest of the face, I'm going to try out this Ocean Feel eye pencil. I have the shade number 1, again, gorgeous packaging. And this is like a bright blue. looks so pretty. So it just says this is an eye pencil. It doesn't really say much about it on the actual pencil. It just says it has a creamy formula with marine algae. High coverage allows you to draw standard even lines.
Ophthalmologically fuck.
It's tested for your eyes. Okay. And okay, I have the shade number 1. This is Shape of Blue online according to this. I'm gonna try it in my waterline and just see what happens since I have this kind of like darker liner going on. Alright, this is actually really beautiful and it is going in the waterline so easily, which I usually have an issue with. That looks so gorgeous. So it's kind of playing up like a blue-green, hopefully ocean looking. I don't know. So that's what's going on. It's not normally a look I would pair together, but I think it's cute. So let's move on. Next, we've got the Ocean Feel Blush. I have the shade 03 Flawless Skin. This packaging is so pretty. I love the blue. And here is the product. So again, a number 3, Flawless Skin. I'm going to use this Sephora Pro Flawless Airbrush brush. So I'm going to lightly dip in because you know, I'm not like a huge crazy blush person. So I don't want to go... She's pigmented too. So definitely just use a light hand at first. Even if you like a heavier blush, you can always build it up. So it is a little severe for me, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just gonna tone it down with what's left on this bronzer brush. And I know I go insanely light on blush. Not dissing anybody who likes heavy blush. It's just personally, I don't think it looks great on me. So this is actually really gorgeous. Just if you're like me and you want a more subtle blush, just go in lightly with your brush and you can always build it up if you find that you don't have enough. So I actually really like the way that this applies. It feels nice and smooth. So there is a swatch on my finger there. It is a pigmented blush. So it's got a little bit of a sheen to it. It's not overly glittery or overly shiny, but it's got just a bit of a sheen, which if you're going for like a fresh face, like beachy look, or really anything during the summer, I love for my blush to have just a little shine, but it is kind of that perfect balance where it doesn't look dry, but it doesn't look glittery or shimmery. So I think it's perfect. Next we have the Ocean Feel highlighter. I got the shade 02 Virtuous Golden Rose. So there were a couple of shades of this one as well. I didn't quite know what to pick. I also left this one in the wrapper so that you guys can see like the special touch of the packaging. Like they didn't have to do that on the inside, but it looks very nice. It just gives a luxurious feel to it in my opinion. So this has the same gold packaging as the bronzer, just smaller. And here is the highlight itself. It looks gorgeous. It looks like it's got some luminosity to it, but I'm just fingers crossed. I hope it's got, you know, some really good glow to it. I don't always want a blinding highlight, but I do want it to be noticeable to me at least. I love a glowy look on the skin. So let's tap in. This is the Sephora Pro highlight number 98. For 1 second I was like, ooh, it's showing my texture, but it honestly blended out very well. I love going around the entire eye and kind of getting that glowy look all around that orbital bone. Okay, so it definitely is more of a rosy shade. There are some bits and areas where it's a bit more golden, like at the bottom. I don't know how much of a difference it'll make. So I'm swatching one around the more golden area, and then this one is more just pink. So there is a subtle difference. There's swatches here. So if you like it a bit more golden versus pink, yours may have that ability. It just so happens that this one has more pink in the top and more gold in the bottom, but they're all going to be different, of course, with this type of formula. I'm going to go back in and use just my blush brush, just what's on the brush, and I've already tapped off excess, and just kind of make sure that that highlight hasn't overtaken the blush. Just a gentle sweep of my bronzer brush. actually think that this looks really pretty. I'm not entirely sold on the colors meshing together, but I think it looks okay. I don't think it's so much that it really stands out where other people would be like, ooh, she's got on a pink highlight and a green eye, but it does kind of clash just a little bit in my opinion. And I do have all 5 Ocean Feel lipsticks. So I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's open it up. Without looking, I don't really know what color is which. So I'm gonna quickly just unbox all of them. All right, so here is the packaging. It has the little logo on there, and then it's just a really gold. They're kind of chunky. They're a little bit bigger. And then this is the color assortment. I will go through them, of course. I think I'll just go in order. I don't think any of them are so dark that it's gonna make a big difference. Number 1 is Rosetto. So again, the packaging, it does have a magnetic closure. And the actual bullet is so gorgeous. I showed this in a haul, which I may post that haul before this or vice versa, I'm not sure. But it's got like a little swirl wave to it. It has a very creamy consistency, so I think that it probably will have a good bit of transfer, but if you like a creamy consistency, I think that's totally fine. They are very pigmented. They do glide on very easily. This was super easy to apply. So I am going to move on to the next one. My camera did decide to overheat, so I decided to just pull out the colors and have a little look. So most of them are very bright. We have that like corally one, then we have a bright orangey red, a super cute like reddish pinkish color, and then we've got like a really beautiful magenta, and then what I would consider more of a rose. So yeah, Rosetto, which you would think would be a rosier color, was pretty like peachy corally. Let's go in with number 5. Wow, I thought that was the name. It wasn't. Wow. Anyway, so to clarify, because I'm an idiot, the first one was just number 1. They all say that word, which is probably Italian. I'm not trying to get a super precise application because I just want to throw them on and show you the color, because also I have to be somewhere soon. So this is the number 5. I love this. This has been a go-to color for me recently. Like bright, it wants to be red, but it's really more orange red. It's so cute and I really like this shade. Again, formula feels consistent between the two. They feel creamy. They feel like they would hang around for a little while, but again, probably going to transfer onto your glass or if you kiss or something like that. So I do like the formula. I don't mind creamy consistencies. Just be aware, you know, it could get on things if you're eating, drinking, whatnot. So again, that was number 5. I'm gonna go for number 4, which looks like more of a true magenta. So let's check it out. So I feel like this color actually had a little bit more tug in application, kind of like a comfortable matte or semi-matte. I still think it has a more natural finish because it does have that creaminess to it. It has some emollients, but this one feels slightly drier than the others in a good way. Like I feel like this would be a slightly more long wearing color. I don't know what the difference is between them because it doesn't really specify that there's any change in formula, but as you know, some colors can perform a little bit differently. I still like it. In fact, I actually really love this color. I would love to do this with maybe like a taupish color neutral eye and throw this on, or just, you know, a good old black liner, and this lip would be really pretty, kind of like a statement red, but magenta, hot pink, whatever you want to call it. And I do think it's really cute. So let's move on. Now we're just moving backwards. This is number 3, which to me has kind of like those ones that look in between a hot pink and a red. I actually kind of really love this shade, so let's try it on. Yes, I love this type of shade. This is definitely one of those that I don't know how else to really describe it, but it is definitely pink and red like combined make this beautiful color. This is a horrible job of applying this lipstick, so please ignore that, but it is a beautiful, beautiful color. It is definitely like statement lip in your face, and I really love it. Perfect for summer, but I would wear this year round. I love this shade. And finally we have number 2, which looks like a beautiful rose shade. So let's see what the last one looks like. Okay, so this one went back to like the full-on really creamy consistency. It glides on like a dream. This is like my natural lip color, but on steroids times 10, really pumped up, beautiful color. I honestly truly love this shade. And again, this one is number 2. So probably this one, and then the bright orangey red, and then the pinkish red. So again, my favorites, number 2. I like number 3, which is that like red pink, and then oh yes, number 5, the bright orange red. Absolutely. I like all of the shades, but if I had to pick and choose, those would definitely be my 3 favorites. So that is it for the Kiko Milano. I actually really enjoyed all of this. The blush, bronzer, and highlight kind of created a very soft look. This is not super intense makeup while everything was really pigmented. I think this is more suited, at least for the face products, for a beautiful, beachy, summery flush, and it's kind of like that's what the collection is about, the Ocean Feel collection. So I do think that's what they're going for, a very like summer beach goddess kind of look, and I think they nailed that. The lips I think are staples. You can wear these with natural looks. You can definitely wear these with like Instagram worthy. So my camera just decided to overheat on me again, and I went in the other room, just give myself a minute, and I honestly looked at my makeup in the bathroom mirror, and I actually loved it even more because you can really see the glow. I feel like sometimes these lights kind of take away from it, but it actually looks really gorgeous. So I'm very happy with everything. So far the eyeliner is staying like budge proof in my waterline, which I will order the other shades if this lasts for hours because I have such a hard time with my waterline, like nothing wants to stay. So really happy with that, and $10 is not bad. It's definitely not the cheapest, but I will also have everything linked below if you'd like to check it out. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and talking about makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know below too if there are other brands or collections you would like to see me do videos on. I'd love to do the videos that you guys really want to see. If I can get my hands on it, I will, and I'll do that video. So let me know what you want to see. Please don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this video, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye. So again,